I'm Anil Kumar discussing with you some good questions from the test paper. So it is test 4 rational functions. Consider the graph below of a rational function. So we have a hole here in this graph and looks like 1 over x type of a graph which is translated 5 units to left. So we have a vertical asymptote here. Let me show it clearly to you. And what we need to do is to write possible equation of the function, what is the domain and what is the range for this particular function. You can pause the video, answer the question, and then look into my suggestion. As we can see from the graph, we have vertical asymptote at x equals to minus 5. To write the equation of the function, what we can do is we can say f of x is equal to, in the denominator, we should have x plus 5 as a factor. That is going to give us vertical asymptote at minus 5, correct? Also, you observe that there is a hole at x equals to 2. That means there should be a factor x minus 2 both in numerator and denominator. That will result into hole at 2. So that could be a function which can satisfy this condition. To get the a value, what we can do is we can check the value of the function at minus 4. If I substitute minus 4, I should get value of 1, correct? So we are checking with this point. So if I write minus 4 here, let me write here, what is f of minus 4 equals to? We actually need 1, right? So in this equation, if I write minus 4, I get minus 4 minus 2 in the numerator. Well, this will cancel out. So anyway, let me just put it now. Minus 4 plus 5 times minus 4 minus 2, right? This actually cancels. So we have 1 over minus 4 plus 1 is 1. So indeed we get 1. So this equation is perfect. So that becomes the possible equation for the given function, right? Now let's look into the other parts, which are what is the domain of the function. Domain of the function is all real numbers except the point where we have a vertical asymptote and we have hole. So we can write domain of the function as x belongs to real numbers where x is not equal to minus 5 and 2. Perfect. So that becomes the domain of this function. How about the range? Now to find the range, we can say y belongs to real numbers, but there are a couple of restrictions. One, of course, we have a horizontal asymptote, so y is not equal to 0. But remember, there is a hole. So let's locate the position of hole now. So hole is at 2. So hole is at f of 2. We know this function is where x is not equal to minus 5 and 2. But in the simplified version, which is we could write this as 1 over 2 plus 5. When they cancel out, x plus 5 is in the denominator. If I substitute 2 here, I get 1 over 7. So the other restriction is that y is not equal to 1 over 7 since we have a hole at this point, correct? So it's kind of very important to find the value of hole, location of hole, and include that in the range of the rational function. I hope you appreciate it. Thank you and all the best.